This mooncake is so hard it could be used as a brick, to smash cucumbers, or even crush walnuts. I tried chopping it with a kitchen knife, but instead the knife broke, and the mooncake remained intact.
This is the mooncake from our school.
A student in Yuncheng, Shanxi, complained about the mooncakes served at their school, saying they were so hard that they made the bed frame rattle. These mooncakes, allegedly from China University of Mining and Technology, sparked comments online, with some joking that mooncakes from a mining university would naturally be as hard as the subject matter. Many people believe that these rock-hard mooncakes must contain an excessive amount of preservatives. Some even suspect an overdose of sodium dihydroacetate, which can kill ants. I ate half a mooncake yesterday, and some dropped on the floor. Now the ants are dead. Is this mooncake or an ant poison? What happens when people eat it? I felt a burning sensation in my stomach after eating it yesterday. That explains why I had heartburn. In the video, a man shows how a mooncake he dropped on the floor attracted ants, but to his shock, the mooncake turned out to be the ants' last meal. They were instantly wiped out, leaving behind a pile of dead ants. This video went viral on Douyin, sparking widespread discussion. One commenter said they thought they were buying mooncakes to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival, only to find themselves eating toxic food. Others noted the sheer number of additives in mooncakes, with some containing more than 20 different kinds. Some netizens joke that every industry seems to be after their lives. They said that they should test food on small animals before eating it themselves just to be safe. Others humorously suggested, "Can this mooncake get rid of cockroaches? What brand is this? I need to buy some to kill termites in my house. Even ant poison hasn't worked before." This story has also spread to overseas social media. Users on X mocked, "Taiwanese mooncakes go bad after 5 days, but Chinese ones can last 3 years. I wouldn't dare to eat them." Another remarked, "Is there anything made in China that's still safe to eat?" Right, the officials only eat special provisions. With Mid-Autumn Festival approaching, concerns about mooncake safety have resurfaced. On September 1st, 2024, a netizen from Suzhou, Jiangsu, reported finding live black bugs inside mooncakes bought from a famous snack store, Three Squirrels. By the time the bugs were discovered, their child had already eaten 2 or 3 pieces and developed acute gastro.
Most people eat the mooncake in one bite.
Look.
Call the company and ask.
It's not about calling the company. We've already eaten it. What are we supposed to do now? The bugs are still moving. Look, this is from Three Squirrels, from their products. Some speculated that the mooncakes were old stock. One person said, "Who knows how many Mid-Autumn festivals these mooncakes have been through?" Another sarcastically commented, "Well, at least the mooncakes are fresh enough that the bugs are healthy and lively." Finding bugs in mooncakes is already disgusting, but what happened next can only be described as horrifying. On September 4th, 2024, a woman in Jiangsu posted a video on social media claiming she found a tooth in a fresh meat mooncake bought at Sam's Club. This shocking incident has sparked widespread concern over food safety.
This fresh meat mooncake from Sam's Club, my family just ate it. And look at what we found. It's horrifying.
Food safety concerns are at an all-time high. Another video circulating online shows unscrupulous vendors using cotton instead of meat floss in mooncakes. This so-called meat floss, let's take a piece and examine it. What exactly is it made of? I ate 2 pieces and felt bloated, couldn't digest it. Let's wash it to see what it's made of. Look, it won't wash away. What's left is a so-called meat floss. You see what it is? It's all cotton. And this cotton is dirty and has impurities. Is this the kind of cotton used in hospitals or quilts? Who knows? In recent years, problematic mooncakes have flooded the market, raising serious concerns. Recently, a netizen found a mooncake embedded with a bunch of hair. Recently, a complaint about the Longshan Jinshan Lake store selling expired mooncakes caught public attention. A netizen, KK, claimed that the store sold expired mooncakes. According to KK's complaint, on August 27, 2024, they purchased various foods from the store, including a custard lava mooncake. But when they went to eat it on August 29th, they were shocked to find the production date on the packaging was September 9th, 2023, with a shelf life of only 45 days. This meant the mooncake had expired by about 10 months when purchased, far exceeding the safe consumption period. What made KK even more concerned was that his wife was pregnant. The thought of her possibly consuming the expired mooncake terrified him. He called on authorities to thoroughly inspect the store's inventory to ensure no expired food is in circulation. The complaint sparked heated discussion among netizens. To prove his claim, KK provided receipts and photos of the mooncake packaging to Southern Metropolis Daily reporters. The receipt showed the purchase date as August 27, 2024, consistent with KK's statement. The mooncake packaging clearly indicated the production date and shelf life, further confirming KK's report. The Mid-Autumn Festival was supposed to be a peak season for gifting, but mooncake sales in China have been particularly sluggish this year. Even after price cuts, they still aren't selling. In supermarkets and physical stores, mooncake gift boxes have been on sale since 2 weeks before the festival, and the high-priced ones are nowhere to be found. Despite the downturn in the mooncake market this year, 1 yuan mooncakes have become a hot seller online. On various e-commerce platforms, the monthly sales of these 1 yuan mooncakes exceeded 100,000. Each mooncake weighs about 50 grams and comes in different flavors. However, some netizens question the safety of these cheap mooncakes, suspecting they might be leftovers from last year or the year before, repackaged and sold again. But food manufacturers argue that 1 yuan mooncakes don't necessarily mean low quality. They claim that simplifying packaging and using basic ingredients to reduce costs make these mooncakes affordable, with many companies buying them in bulk to distribute to employees. On September 13th, blogger Ms. Li posted that her company provided 1 yuan mooncakes as Mid-Autumn Festival gifts. After tasting them, she found they didn't taste too bad. China's 1 yuan mooncakes are sold at wholesale prices, even if you buy just one. A citizen of Shenyang, Mr. Zhang, recently bought 30 mooncakes on an online shopping platform, with each costing 1.2 yuan. On September 14th, he said, "I saw them trending online, so I wanted to try them. They taste okay, a bit sweet, but for this price, they're worth it." Mr. Zhang, a salesperson at a food factory in Jiangsu, said these 1 yuan mooncakes have become a bestseller on e-commerce platforms. This news sparked heated debate. I can't imagine what ingredients they use in mooncakes this cheap. I wouldn't dare to eat these. I make mooncakes myself, and the cost is around 5 yuan each. Another person commented, "I run a wholesale business, and before the Mid-Autumn Festival, many companies asked if I had mooncakes that cost just a few yuan per box. I asked them, the box alone costs a few yuan. What about the quality of the mooncakes inside? Can you trust eating such mooncakes? These are actually from companies with over 100 employees." Some people believe that using these mooncakes as employee welfare is too stingy, making staff feel undervalued. From sourcing raw materials to making mooncakes involves a complicated process, including labor and packaging costs. These expenses far exceed just a couple of yuan. Some merchants seeking higher profits cut corners and use low-quality products to make food. A reporter once conducted an undercover investigation at a Taiyan mooncake factory where flies swarmed, equipment was covered in grease, and fillings were picked up from the floor and put back into the processor. Workers had no sanitary equipment and worked barehanded. Seeing these mooncakes, would you still dare to eat them? How much can you produce in a day? If all 3 of my machines are making Cantonese-style mooncakes, we can produce over 5,000 kilos a day. Over 5,000 kilos a day? Where do you mainly sell them? Online. The factory shown in the video is clearly an illegal workshop, failing to meet any sanitary standards. The mooncakes produced there are mainly supplied to online retailers. After seeing this video, one person said, "I was so scared I immediately threw away the mooncakes I bought on Pinduoduo." Another commented, "There's no denying that China's food safety issues are alarming." Online reports have exposed that the yolk in some mooncakes is not real egg yolk, but rather a product of high-tech manufacturing. In the video, a yellow solid product is fed into a cutting machine, which then produces what is labeled as salted egg yolk. This yolk is primarily made from starch, egg yolk powder, and various flavorings and additives. Its cost is much lower than real egg yolk. This machine can produce 100,000 of these yolks in an hour, much faster than the hens can lay eggs. It's hard to believe that the golden-colored yolk we see in mooncakes may not be real, but a synthetic product. This year, the topic mid-autumn mooncakes aren't selling has repeatedly trended on social media. According to Chinese media reports, many mooncake factories are in a semi-shutdown state this year due to fewer orders. Mooncake sales have sharply declined compared to previous years, leaving malls, community supermarkets, hotels, and online platforms eerily quiet. This year's mooncake market is all about discounts and low prices. Most mainstream mooncake gift boxes are priced below 60 yuan, while smaller gift boxes from hotels and well-known brands are priced around 100 yuan. High-end mooncake gift boxes costing over 500 yuan have virtually disappeared from the market. Several merchants have noted that selling mooncakes this year is harder than in previous years. Many supermarkets are offering steep discounts to clear their inventory early. A manager at a 5-star hotel in Hangzhou said, "Mooncakes are not selling well this year. Last year, our sales target was 800,000 yuan, but this year it's down to 150,000 yuan. Compared to previous years, there's almost no profit in selling mooncakes." According to the China Bakery and Confectionery Industry Association, this year's mooncake sales are expected to decrease by 2 billion yuan compared to last year. Some market analysts have called this the coldest Mid-Autumn Festival in history. But what's behind this slump? Market analysis attribute the poor mooncake sales to 3 main reasons. 1. Gift-giving industry collapse. With China's economy on a downward trend, business gift-giving has significantly decreased this year. Sectors like real estate, construction, building materials, and finance have realized that gifting mooncakes won't drive business. Reports suggest that some companies that bought up to 20,000 boxes for partners last year reduced their orders to 0 this year. 2. Weak consumer spending. As consumer spending declines, people are looking for better value and opting for cheaper homemade mooncakes with simpler packaging. A survey of supermarkets across the mainland found that most branded mooncake gift boxes are priced between 100 and 300 yuan for 4 to 8 pieces. The variety of mooncakes priced under 100 yuan has noticeably increased, making it even harder for high-priced mooncakes to sell. 3. Food safety concerns among the young. Industry experts say that younger consumers are increasingly focused on healthy eating. Modern mooncakes often contain more than a dozen additives, raising health concerns. Why use so many additives? They act as preservatives, allowing mooncakes to last longer. Unsold mooncakes can be repackaged and sold the following year. With growing health awareness, more people are refusing to eat mooncakes. Mooncakes are a traditional Chinese delicacy, once an essential treat during the Mid-Autumn Festival. However, this year, a news story about Daoshan-kun mooncakes exported to South Korea shattered the Chinese people's sweet dreams. On August 16th, the South Korean Ministry of Food and Drug Safety issued an order to return or destroy 3 batches of mooncakes from Shenyang Daoshan-kun Food Industry Company. This is not an obscure, illegal factory, but a century-old brand established in 1915. It joined the Daoshan Group in 2015, which traces its roots back to 1773. Why were these mooncakes rejected by South Korea? The issue lies with the preservative sodium dihydroacetate, which the World Health Organization has confirmed possess certain health risks. Many countries, including South Korea, Japan, and some in Europe and North America, ban its use in food products. Last year, on September 21st, the European Union issued a warning and refused entry to a batch of mooncakes from China because they contained the substance. It's worth noting that these recalled mooncakes comply with China's food safety standards. Sodium dihydroacetate is commonly used in China to extend the shelf life of food due to its excellent antibacterial properties and low cost. Chinese national standards set different safe dosage limits for various foods, such as no more than 0.3 grams per kilogram for pickled vegetables and 0.5 grams per kilogram for mooncakes. However, excessive consumption can irritate the gastrointestinal lining, causing stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Research has revealed that long-term use of sodium dihydroacetate may harm the liver, kidneys, and central nervous system, leading to symptoms like liver and kidney dysfunction, seizures, tremors, and chronic pulmonary edema. The controversy surrounding sodium dihydroacetate is heating up as more countries reject Chinese food products containing this additive. This pressure has led China to introduce new additive standards. Recently, China's new food safety standards clearly stated that baked goods like bread and mooncakes must not contain sodium dihydroacetate. This regulation will take effect on February 8, 2025. This year, mooncakes have been piling up in supermarkets, with few people willing to buy them. Many are now prioritizing their health. In recent decades, China has faced numerous alarming food safety scandals, including toxic milk powder, fake eggs, industrial salt, Sudan red duck eggs, contaminated flour, adulterated meat, gutter oil, fake pork blood, fake beef, tainted sauerkraut, and even rat heads. The widespread use of genetically modified ingredients and additives has also raised concerns. These scandals are driven not just by the greed of businesses seeking maximum profit, but also by the failure of corrupt officials to enforce safety regulations. As a result, food safety in China has become a serious issue.